Hi guys, Jimmy here back again with update number 3 on the Ukraine group build hosted by Dan over at 60s Rule. We got all one main colour, the German colour, the grey. Do a lot of weathering on this here before the glass goes in. Back door, the 2 side panels here to go in the glass. Now the roof isn't glued down in place just yet. I want to do all the weathering first, then get the glass in rather than having to tape everything up, so I'll go down that route. Now, there's no interior in the back end of this at all. I was thinking about scratch building a couple of bits and pieces for it, but I haven't got the time. The big rig group build coming up and the eggplane build coming up, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. Maybe the next one, which is 5i somewhere, this bar, the bull barge on the front, I might do a bit of scratch working on that, but for this one, no. Got some of the glass in the cab to get our 2 doors put on, so I painted and all. As I said there in the previous videos, some of the parts here are very tiny and they're shooting off everywhere, but luckily I'm in the booth here at the minute and it's shooting off the back of the boards here. I put those boards on because the draft comes through here from the opposite side and I'm not using it. It's unbelievable because it's going out until the yard and the vents. Anyway, off topic here, sorry. Those smaller parts is on the door. So you have 2 on the back side and then 1 on the front. I could have molded onto the door. Now, there is an engine with this kit. Still a wee bit more work to go on to it before I weather it down. The same for the hood, bonnet, depends where you're from, to be glued in place. Bit daft, because if you glue it in place, you're not going to see that engine. There's no point in painting it up, detail and so forth, weather and whatever else, if it's not going to be seen. So what I did, let me turn this off. What I did was made the bonnet, hood, whatever you want to call it, in one piece, so it lifts off. So when the engine's in it, you'll be able to see it then. So it fits in. Sorry, my hands are over again. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this in frame. On the bonnet, sorry, when the engine's in, you'll see it like so. Goes down a bit further, just to stick something out, but you'll be able to see it then. And then the bonnet, the hood, as I say, just fits directly over it, nice and neat. There's a couple of fit issues with it here now, nothing really much to write home about. Mainly the roof itself, but it does fit down, push down well, if you know what I mean, before you start gluing things in place, so it just should fit nice and neat. Bonnet is not a bad fit either, as I say, it fits up the firewall reasonably well. The front firewall here is a bit fidgety on it, getting it lined up with the base floor of the cab itself. Another fit issue there with it, nothing really much to write home about. There's a couple of bits and pieces still to go on till you exit the wing mirrors, a couple of shovels, spades, pickaxes and so forth. I am going to scratch build some stuff goes on the top here before we put the tarp over it. We'll weather it down as well. Still to do the rims of the tires, tire black, rubber black. Regarding the lights, there's no lights get into the back end of it because there's nothing to show inside it. There hasn't been any way interior in it. I could have went ahead and lit it up, but if there's nothing there's no point in lighting it up. But there is 4 headlamps in the front and your 2 tail lights. So I'm just going to go down the road with the 4 lights altogether. 2 at the front and 2 at the back. 2 front ones go on to the bull bar, which goes on the front. Let's see if I can get this running again. Goes on the front like so. They're lined up right. They just, each corner just rests on the wing, either wing, either fender, whatever you want to call it. There's 2 headlamps on that bull bar. There's another 2 lamps up here beside the wing mirrors. I'm not going to be lighting those. I'm just going to light the 2 front ones and the 2 back tail lights. Interior lighting, none. I'm not putting any on it at all. Regarding the Ukraine colours, there is a bit of a triangle that goes up above. See if I can get this to focus a bit better. The roof here above the windscreen. Focus. There you go. So that's done yellow anyhow in the box. So the wee sign here, the wee name on the grill, I can't even pronounce it, I will try and pronounce it. I'll pencil it in blue just to represent the Ukraine colours. So we're almost wrapping up this one. I'll say we're maybe Sunday the latest maybe, so I would finish maybe a bit earlier, don't know, we'll see how it goes. And we'll get it on till it's a wee small diorama. The diorama is only going to be the same size as the turntable. I have a couple of figures. I think there's about 6 of them there. So we'll get them on till a driver or two to go into it. The steering wheel has to go on and so forth. So not a bad build, but very fidgety, very time consuming this one. More so because of all those tiny parts. On the side of it, there's a side line falling off here. I've no engine in it just yet. That was a nightmare putting that all together. I don't know many parts was there. It was multi parts. So there's a transfer box to go in here as well. It's about the table here somewhere. Where is it? Don't know what it went to. There's a box here goes on here before it connects up to the engine itself. Then we'll weather down that exhaust to get those tires and all painted up as I said. Looks a nice kit, as I say, but very time consuming this one. Because of those smaller parts. Plus the plastic is a bit soft on it. Right guys, I'm starting around with it again, so there you go. It's really starting to take shape now. I'm really happy the way it's turned out so far. Saying that a couple of wee issues here now, but we got them sorted. Alright guys, enough rambling, so thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye.